And you're going to leave here changed. You're going to leave here changed. Whether you sit in the chair or not, who cares? You're in the room. You're going to leave here changed. And you're going to go back to your same life. So you leave here changed, and somewhere in the car, you're going to be tempted to switch back. Don't. Hold this idea. Hold on to this idea. Be in this space that says, I am able to take this new me into my old life. It's very, very easy to go on holiday, and it's almost like there's two of you. There's the holiday you and the home you. That's great if perhaps you're just getting away to relax, but you came here to change. And because you came here to change, take that change home. It doesn't have to be big. Never, ever, ever fall for the idea that only big change counts. We hate that idea. Sometimes, you know this game, baseball. Some of you might. This is an American game mostly, but we think the whole world knows about this game. There's this idea in baseball, and the idea is that you hit the home run, and somehow that means success. Do you all understand what we're saying? Home run, you know? Yeah, so you get a point if you hit a home run. Or in soccer, you make a goal. Only that counts. Like somehow, that's the description of you've done well. You've hit a home run. However, in baseball, it's true that just getting onto first base is very, very helpful. Much better than striking out, right? Get on base, as they call it. Just get on base. And then maybe the next guy gets a big hit, and you can run around and get a score. So if you can't hit a home run, at least get on base. We don't know what that would be like in soccer. Perhaps it's if you can't score, at least pass it to your teammate rather than to the other team. Yeah? Move the game along. Contribute. So many people think that unless they're hitting home runs or scoring goals, it doesn't count. And this only serves to hold you back and give you nothing. You always have this empty plate because you don't fill it a little at a time, step by step. You don't offer yourself anything other than, I failed because, and you know what Elohim thinks about that, I failed because I did not score. And in your lives, what does scoring look like? Because I didn't get a promotion? Because I didn't get a second date? Because I don't have the right kind of car? Whatever scoring looks like, it becomes the focus rather than the opportunity to move your life forward step by step. The idea that only big change counts is wrong. In fact, big change is usually the result of lots of little changes all coming together at once. Right? However, when you look at someone else's life and see a big change, it's very easy to think, oh, it just happens for them. They just get it without having to do anything. I work and work and work and work, and they just get what they want. It's very easy to believe that, and it's wrong. It's just wrong. The truth of the matter is that everything happens step by step. Like if you're building a building, you put down one brick and you add another one and another one and another one. And then the building is done and someone comes and says, wow, you have a new house. That's amazing. As if it just popped up out of the ground. You're like, yes, brick by brick by brick by brick, it became this. And each of those bricks is a bit of me. Each of those bricks is part of me. My life force is there. Now, the great thing about this truth, although that's all great, but we like this part, is that as you move through your life, you might have an idea of what you want. But if you go step by step, it's easy to step a little this way, maybe a little this way, maybe a little this way, maybe back this way, rather than imagining that the only way I will feel happy is if I go like this. No one really lives this straight road. It's just that it seems like that when you're looking at their life from the outside. So be very careful when you see someone that you think is a great success, that you imagine that it just happens that way. They went step by step. They went step by step too. And anything you will accomplish, anything that will happen in your life, will happen step by step as well. And remember, if the step that you are on feels too big, you can make it smaller by dividing it up until the step that you're doing feels small enough not to feel too big. Just like coming to Lech. You said, I think I want to meet Elohim. Okay, what's the first step? Make my reservation at the hotel. What's the next step? Make my reservation with Veronica. What's the next step? Make my reservation with Syra. Okay, those are pretty easy to figure out. What's the next step? How will I get there? And you've sorted it step by step. Now, if you thought of all those things at the same time, oh no, I have to call Syra and Veronica and the hotel. I have to call Syra and Veronica and the hotel. See, you immediately become stressed and you feel like a crazy person. Last thing we want to share, because it ties to that. If you find yourself crazy like that, if you find yourself thinking of more than one project at a time, stop and choose. Oh, I'm thinking about picking the kids up from school and buying the groceries. Stop. I only need to think one at a time. Which one's first? I'll think about the kids. Okay, now I've decided about that. Now I can think about the groceries. Trying to think about them at the same time blocks you from moving forward. A lot of people look for reasons to block themselves moving forward without realizing it. And thinking of many things at once and not doing anything with any of them is a very obvious and common way that you hold yourself back. The other, of course, is being mean to yourself. You just be mean to yourself or overthink as a way to not have to actually move forward. Common patterns we've seen with hundreds of people. And if you can change those, and it's not that hard to change those, just takes a little practice. You know, it's not like climbing up that mountain with no gondola, no cable car. That's hard. Saying, oh, I'm thinking 3 things at once. I will stop. It's nothing like that hard, right? Do you understand the difference? Don't imagine something is hard just because it's new. Just because it's a different idea does not make it hard. It just makes it different. All right? Yes? Yes. Got it. Yes, we'll get you there. Okay, Elohim comes next.